Welcome back to News Geelong as we continue with the pulsating world of Geelong sport and our own flying hawk, Nathan Curry. How's the world of Premier Cricket looking for this weekend, Cuz?
Thank you very much, Roller. I'm down here at the Geelong Cricket Club to catch up with my good friend Damien Shanahan. A 49-run victory over Melbourne Uni is a pretty good way to start off the season. How did you view the performance?
Yeah, I was extremely pleased. I thought, we stuck to our plans very well. It was a slowish sort of wicket, so it was really good and suited our attack as far as being really adaptable to to produce what we did to get the 10 wickets. So really happy, and there was a couple of really good signs. Butterworth backing up last season straight away with the 50-odd. He's been a bit scratchy in the pre-season, probably putting a little bit too much pressure on himself with some Victorian commitments he's had with the academy up there. But in the last week or so, he sort of turned the corner, and it was a really fighting sort of 56. Michael Condy on his debut, 27, jumped into a partnership after all, sort of 3 for 15, 3 for 18 sort of thing. So he looked really good. And then Jacob Thorne, just coming back from England and doing the job there at 50-odd not out at the end of the day, and Sam Scannell in his debut as well, getting 25 or something like that. So it was good from a batting point of view to get up to about 195. I thought 220 would probably be a really good score for us, but we took 195, and then we bowled extremely well, and we really backed that up in the field. We've had a massive intent over the pre-season on our fielding, and that really showed. Our catching was really clean, and to create 3 run-outs was fantastic.
Thanks very much for your time, Shanners. Well, on Wednesday night, the Geelong and District Coaches Association Awards Night was held at the Buckley's Entertainment Centre, and there was a tie for the Coach of the Year with Queenscliff's Heath Jamieson and Bellpost Hill's Brett Gurgic tying for the award. And first of all, here's Heath Jamieson.
Obviously a great honour, something you don't sort of look to winning at the start of the year, but when awards like this come along, it's obviously great to be on the right end of them.
And you've been one who's talked about individual awards, but the importance that you've hammered home saw the results to your team, Queenscliff, taking out their first premiership since 1975.
Yeah, no, it is, and it's all about the team. It's all about winning premierships, and I have banged on about that in my time at Queenscliff. And luckily enough, this year we were able to win the flag, and all the boys really know how that feeling is now. So hopefully next year and the year after that, they continue to try and win premierships every year and make it a bit of a habit at Queenscliff.
Heath, the emotion on that day down at Spring Creek Reserve at Torquay, to see people like Brendan Monaghan, who's been around the club for years, the playing president we used to call him, Bob Merriman, big bench, they were crying. It must have been a tremendous feeling on the ground.
Oh, it was a great feeling, very humbling, and it's been a long time between drinks, and probably too long, and something that I was really keen to change, and for it to come to fruition, and the players, hats off to the players, because they worked really hard. When I first took over the club, they weren't the hardest working footy club in Geelong, and I told them if they were the hardest working footy club, they'd get the result, and credit to all the players that have played in the last 4 years. So they really turned their attitudes around, and that's why we're the premiers this year.
Thanks very much for your time, Jamo. I feel sorry for the bloke that's going to have to replace you. Well, next up, here's Brent Gurgic.
Yeah, it's a great honour obviously, and bit of a surprise, and it's good to win it after being here nominated last year, and get nominated again this year was an honour in itself, and to win it's a pretty good feeling. In your
acceptance speech, you thanked two people very much, 2 greats of the coaching world, Peter Burke and Ron Watt.
Yeah, obviously Ron coached me when I was at Geelong to a premiership in the VFL. It was probably one of the best sort of footy seasons I had up to that stage. And then obviously Peter Burke coached me as a junior at Geelong under-16s and the Falcons as well. And then I had obviously a lot to do with him at Bell Park when I played there as well. And everyone knows how good Peter and Ronnie are at coaching and just with people in general. So to play on, and then gave me some good experience to possibly for at the moment.
Okay, and finally 2012 me on for Brent Gurgic.
2012. Definitely at Bellpost Hill Football Club, and coaching definitely, and playing not sure.
Thanks very much for your time, Brent. Well, finally tonight, Steve Toohey from the Geelong West St Peters Football Club has won the Geelong Advertisers Personality of the Year award.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it's a great honour to win an award like this. It's sort of recognised, I suppose, from the contribution you put into football in the district over 27 years. So it's been a big surprise. Though.
Been a long journey, but a very, very enjoyable one, and one that you want to continue.
Yeah, exactly. I started in '85 at St Peter's, and then in '89 we became Geelong West St Peter's, and then sort of continued to sort of be involved there as a player initially, and then as a sort of administrator. And yeah, it's been a great journey. Made some great lifelong friends. So and still continue to do it. I think. I hope. Well, I've still got children playing. So yeah, it's great. Great to be here.
And you've played with some legends of your time.
Well, there's some great legends, and one that's sort of the MC here tonight, Ronnie Watt. So he's a great. Was a great mentor. He started as our captain back then, and then became the coach, and then went on to coach at North Shore, to a real successful era, and then now he's a legend of the Geelong Footy Club. So yeah, he's a great man, Killer, and just a lot of people that you've met along the way. It's great, yeah.
And Steve too, are you going to continue in 2012 and beyond?
Yeah, exactly, yes, yeah. Well, it's funny, I won a Best Clubman Award in 1992, and I won it in 2009, I think it was, because I don't think it'll be 17 years before I get the next one, so but I'll be still back. I'll be back again next year, no worries there.
Thanks very much for your time, Steve. Well, that's it for me this week. I'll be back on Wednesday night, but until then, it's back to you, Rollo.
Thank you, Nathan. Enjoy your tennis over the weekend. And now the Geelong weather scene for Geelong and the Surf Coast with our scintillating Sophie Miller. Any further improvement in our weather that lies ahead, Sophie?
Thank you, Graham, and good evening to our viewers. Well, there is some promising weather on the horizon over the coming week, so let's take a look at the predicted weather forecast. To start off the weekend, Saturday will be partly cloudy with isolated showers until the evening with an expected top of 21. Sunday will also be partly cloudy with isolated showers in the morning and a top of 18. To start off the new week, Monday will be mostly sunny and a top of 20, while Tuesday will continue with sunny conditions with a top of 26. Wednesday, Geelong Cup Day, will see sunny conditions with a top of 28, while Thursday will be partly cloudy with a top of 26. Today, we saw a mostly sunny day with isolated showers during this evening, clearing with a top of 25. That's the weather outlook for the next 6 days. A little more warmth on its way. Have a pleasant evening and a safe weekend, and it's back to you, Graham.
Thank you, Sophie. You have a safe and pleasant weekend. And thank you for joining us for News Geelong. To the newest member of the Geelong Football Commentator of the Year exclusive club, our very own Big Dick Philpott. Remember, Dick, take your time and smell the flowers. From all the team at News Geelong, have a pleasant evening, a safe weekend, and a very good night.